afternoon. Welcome to the Midday News. I am Kayode Adebayo. President Bola Tinubu has felicitated the winner of Ondo State governorship election, Mr. Lucky Aiyedatiwa of the All Progressives Congress, while also commending the peaceful conduct of the process. According to a statement by the Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, President Tinubu congratulated Aiyedatiwa and other candidates of the 17 political parties for the maturity and sense of purpose demonstrated during the campaigns and the election, attributing the success of the polls to the civility in the state. However, the president urged all those dissatisfied with the outcome of the election to go to court. He commended INEC for the efficiency of uploading more than 90% of results on the same day of the elections, just as he appreciated the Nigerian Police Force, National Civil Defense Corps, Federal Road Safety Corps, National Youth Service Corps, the military, and other security outfits for maintaining peace and order during the election. The incumbent governor earned a fresh mandate of 4 years, defeating his closest rival and the People's Democratic Party candidate Agbola Ajayi by a margin of 248,936 votes, as the result was announced by INEC presiding officer Professor Olayemi Akinwumi. The federal government says its spending on personnel costs will increase by at least 60% next year. This was disclosed in the newly released 2025-2027 Medium-Term Expenditure Framework (NTEF) and Fiscal Strategy paper that was made available to journalists in Abuja. The NTEF said the increase is due to the implementation of the new national minimum wage and consequential adjustments for all cadres of the Federal Civil Service, indicating that 4.1 trillion naira was budgeted as personnel expenditure in the 2024 budget. Meanwhile, the document has been approved by the Federal Executive Council, which facilitates the alignment of policy objectives with the available financial resources. Although more than 20 states have announced the implementation of the new minimum wage, as Nigerian Labour Congress gave non-compliant state governments an ultimatum of the 1st of December this year to implement the new minimum wage. The deputy spokesman for the House of Representatives, Mr. Philip Agbese, has disclosed that some state governors are threatening to deny federal lawmakers return tickets in the 2027 general elections if they do not withdraw their support for President Bola Tinubu's tax reform bills, now before the National Assembly for consideration. Agbese also disclosed that the lawmakers will today engage the chairman of the Presidential Committee on Fiscal and Tax Reforms, Taiwo Oyedele, and other renowned tax experts on the bills. He, however, stated that in spite of the threats, nothing will make him and his colleagues change course, provided the bills are targeted at revamping the economy. Recall that the president transmitted 4 tax reform bills to the National Assembly for consideration following the recommendations of the Oyedele-led Tax Reforms Committee. The bills include the Nigerian Tax Bill 2024, which is expected to provide a fiscal framework for taxation in the country, and the Tax Administration Bill, which will provide a clear and concise legal framework for all taxes in the country and reduce dispute among others. The 36 state governors have, however, demanded the withdrawal of the executive bills, citing the need for more consultation and the public input. In the meantime, the president has rejected the Council of the Governors, insisting that amendments to some of the clauses can be made when the bill comes up for debate in the Senate and House of Representatives. The Niger Delta Development Commission has tied its 1.911 trillion naira 2024 budget to 1,006 legacy projects in nine states of the Niger Delta. The NDDC disclosed this in a statement by its Director of Corporate Affairs, Seledi Thompson Wakama, adding that its current leadership approach to development and collaboration was yielding results as exemplified in the completion of 5 legacy projects. It explained that its performance in driving development in the region encouraged the National Assembly to approve its 2024 budget, noting that the appropriation is a product of a participatory process that involved all the major stakeholders in the Niger Delta. It was learned that the 2024 budget plan to raise 1 trillion naira from development and commercial banks to complete 1,006 legacy projects across the region is pragmatic to build roads, bridges, electricity projects, school buildings, hospitals, shop protections and reclamation. Meanwhile, President Bola Tinubu has arrived in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, to attend the 19th Heads of State and Government Summit of the Group of 20. According to reports, President Tinubu is attending the 2024 G20 Summit as the organizers invited representatives of the African Union and the European Union. He was accompanied by the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Yusuf Tuga, the Minister of Livestock Development, Idi Mokhtar Meher, and the Minister of Arts, Tourism, Culture and Creativity, Hannatu Musawa. Others are the Minister of State for Agriculture and Food Security, Dr. Aliu Sabi Abdullahi, and Director General of the National Intelligence Agency, Ambassador Mohammed Mohammed, among others. The President is expected to hold bilateral meetings on the sidelines of the summit on the advancement of Nigeria's socio-economic reforms. Meanwhile, President of Brazil, Lula da Silva, is hosting the 2024 G20 Summit, having held the group's rotating presidency since last December as its tenure ends at the end of this month. Now to sports. The hope of Libya, Benin, and Rwanda playing in the next African Cup of Nations in Morocco is set to be determined in the courtroom and not on the field. The Court of Arbitration for Sports has accepted the appeal of the Mediterranean Knights of Libya after CAF docked them 3 points and 3 goals for the maltreatment of Nigeria Super Eagles players. The final round of the qualifier will go on today as planned, but the decision of CAF might change the scenario if it goes in favor of the North African country. According to CAF, the matter will be heard at the end of November, with Super Eagles currently topping the group with 11 points, followed by Benin in second position with 7 points, and Rwanda and Libya occupying third and fourth positions, respectively. Now on the foreign scene, Gabon's military rulers announced their new constitution had been overwhelmingly approved in a referendum, according to provisional results it published, marking a new chapter for the oil-rich African nation. The new constitution set out a vision of a presidency with a maximum of 2 7-year terms without prime minister and dynastic transfer of power. The constitution also requires presidential candidates to be exclusively Gabonese, with at least one Gabon-born parent and have a Gabonese spouse. This will eliminate toppled ruler Ali Bongo Ondimba, who is married to a French woman and his children, while his replacement, transitional president Brice Nguema, declared the referendum a great step forward as he cast his vote at a Libreville school. Nguema has vowed to hand power back to civilians after a 2-year transition, but has made no secret of his desire to win the presidential election scheduled for August 2025. According to the Committee for the Transition and Restoration of Institutions, provisional results showed 91.8% of voters had backed the new constitution. Still on the foreign scene, North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has accused the United States and Western nations of using the Ukrainian military as shock troops to fight Russia, warning that such actions could escalate into a global conflict. Kim stated that the U.S. and its allies are leveraging the Ukraine conflict to expand the scope of their military interventions globally and to enhance their combat experience, with Ukraine being used as shock troops against Russia. Seoul and Washington have alleged that nuclear-armed North Korea has deployed more than 10,000 soldiers to assist Russia in its war against Ukraine. Experts suggest Kim is eager to secure advanced Russian technology and combat experience for his troops in return. Pyongyang has denied these allegations, and Kim did not address the claims in a speech to battalion commanders. He added that Washington's ongoing military assistance to Ukraine raises concern about the potential for World War III. The North Korean leader vowed to strengthen his country's nuclear defense capabilities without limit. Kim's remarks follows claim from Seoul last week that North Korean soldiers have already begun engaging in combat operations alongside Russian forces near Ukraine's border. And that ends the midday news on OSBC TV. It was edited by Olubunmi Ajiboye Agbola. Please join us at 3 for the state news. Good afternoon.
Torí mi ò, Ọlọ́run. Torí mi ò, of kìí, of kìí. It's my life, it's my life. I don't miss the money me say inside life. Cause me I no get time. Even if I dance, I go put last. If money no come, no dey complain. Make you just dey push, make you dey pray. Making money every day, time no wait. Inside my life, could they say real? Nígbà tí mo hustle, nobody see me for the street. Nígbà tí mo hustle, nígbà tí mo struggle, nobody send me for the street. Cause we make the money every day, this life. I remember when they tell me King Koshi, you never relent of my ego. Making no the farms cause I don't blow. On my in-law, fire for my mouth, all this dragon. Hard energy make you see far away gone. All for the money, make the world done. Make the money come, make a display. Body miss a caution, so must pay. Making money every day, I'm great. This time in life, it's real. Nígbà tí mo hustle, nobody see me for the street. Nígbà tí mo hustle, nígbà tí mo struggle, nobody send me for the street. Cause we need the money every day, this life. I remember when they tell me King Koshi, you never relent of my ego. Making no the farms cause I don't blow away. Nobody me want myself baking back in full cocoa for my heart. Every other day, money be the only thing we just did on my mind. Ticket, who carry the car.